Good afternoon. The leaders of Vietnam and Spain this morning pledged to boost economic ties and defence cooperation and voiced their support for upholding free trade at a time when both are hit by the Trump administration's reciprocal tariffs. Spain and Asian manufacturing powerhouse Vietnam are seeking to avert the imposition of tariffs of 46% on Vietnamese goods and 25% on European Union products entering the US effective today. Vietnam wants to upgrade ties with Spain to the level of comprehensive strategic partnership at the earliest opportunity, so the Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh said during a visit by his Spanish counterpart Pedro Sanchez. Regarding the current global situation, the more difficult and challenging it is, the more we need to cooperate and underline multiculturalism, so Chinh said at a joint briefing with Sanchez in Hanoi. Sanchez said Spain believed in economic openness and was against trade conflicts and is keen to expand its presence in Vietnam, including in railway infrastructure, where Spain could share expertise from building its own high-speed rail network, Sanchez said. Vietnam is seeking to ramp up its investment in its ailing railway system, including plans to build a 1,500-kilometre high-speed link that would connect Hanoi with the business hub Ho Chi Minh City, plus railway links with China. The impact of US tariffs will lead the Bank of Spain to revise down its 2025 growth forecasts, so the central bank governor José Luis Escrivá said this morning. He said, however, that any forecasts were subject to high uncertainties. Last month, the bank said it expected the country's economy to expand by a strong 2.7% this year, up from the 2.5% forecast in its previous quarterly update. Its forecast then had not measured any effect recent geopolitical tensions may have had on economic activity. A rout in global financial markets triggered by the US tariff announcements has solidified the case for another ECB rate cut next week and supports arguments for even quicker policy easing from the world's second largest central bank, so economists say. And the National Police deployed a large-scale operation as part of the fight against counterfeit merchandising on the Guadaloche industrial estate in Malaga City yesterday. Officers searched some 20 warehouses in the area, most of which are involved in the sale and distribution of clothing and footwear. The operation was to combat the distribution of counterfeit goods and protect patents, trademarks and their respective designs. The large deployment focused on warehouses where individuals, mostly originating from different Asian countries, were allegedly involved in the illegal practice. Last year, the largest operation to date was also carried out in Malaga province, where authorities unveiled a counterfeit goods distribution network, seizing 8 tons and some 25,000 articles of clothing, leather goods and accessories. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.